Hey everyone, good morning. This is Justine, username LL Farms, and this is my second video for the Blocktrades OpenMic Steemfest giveaway ticket contest. So essentially this is round two. So thank you, first of all. The fact that I've made it to round two is really exciting, and I feel pretty honored to be in the group with all of the other really interesting Steemians who also made round two. So it's a pretty good group of people, and I'm really honored to be a part of it. So thank you, first of all. My first video, or the first round, was a little bit more about us. We were asked to give you guys an example of who the person is behind the username, tell of how we came to Steemit, how we engage on Steemit, and the communities that we support, and really just give you guys a glimpse a little bit more of who we are. Yeah, so that pretty much consisted of me rambling on for 10 minutes. So if you want to see that video, I'll link it below. But in this one, we are actually asked to do something a little bit different. We have been asked to tell you a little bit more about Steemfest, why we want to go, what we bring to the table, and essentially why we should get to go over other people, which is probably the most difficult possible thing that I could be asked to do. I'm not good about talking about myself. I can talk about somebody else for hours. In fact, I did try to get, I tried to cheat and say that I could talk about someone else here, because I think that there's a lot of people who are really, really deserve to go. And I was told I couldn't, so you guys are stuck with me. Sorry. So yeah, the second part of the challenge is going to be really interesting though, because that includes you guys. We are going to make these videos. We are going to put them on the original post, which is again linked below. And you guys get to go and comment and engage on those videos on the people that you think are most deserving, or that you would like to most see win the contest, which I think is really amazing to include the community, the engagement aspect, and the fact that that's what we're here for. We're all a big community, so to actually give you guys the voting power, I think, is pretty amazing. So make sure you go and comment. Again, like I said, there are a ton of really, really amazing people. So make sure you voice your vote. If you don't use your voice, it's pointless. So use it. Me. So initially, the reasoning of going to Steemfest was all about this random journey I've sort of started. I go into it a little bit more in the first video, and if you're following along on my blog, you might see some things, but it's really about me getting out of my comfort zone, sort of on a journey, an unexpected journey, and doing things that I wouldn't normally do, like this. So far, it's been really amazing. I've already checked some things off my list, and the support that I've had from you guys is absolutely insane. So thank you for that. It's been interesting, and it's been enjoyable, and I'm still going. So Steemfest was part of that. It's not something that I originally would ever consider doing, but something I always wanted to. My original reasonings were just being able to be a part of the discussion. I think that Steemit's something special, and I think that it's offering people a lot of different opportunities, and I just wanted to be a part of the discussion. And also because I've met so many amazing individuals on this platform that I consider friends, and to actually be able to meet them and bring this online community into real life is something that I really wanted to do. So those were my initial thoughts. Since then, I've sort of been brainstorming on other things. One of the first things that came to mind is I want to interview people while there. I have a passion for people, and not just people, but who they are, what makes them tick, their history, their background, and I find it really interesting. And so one thing I wanted to do is to interview certain Steemians, certain users, and just talk to them, de-live it, video it, show it to you guys. I thought it would be something interesting that not many people have done. I keep being told that Steemfest is all about Steam and nobody talks about themselves, which I get. So that would be something interesting to actually add to the table as well. So that was my plan. Since then, I've actually been asked to do a presentation at Steemfest on curation. I work very closely with Curie, Helpy, C2, and some other curation guilds that curation is my passion. I think that Steemit is only as good as the content it contains, and it's extremely important to make sure that our best stuff is being seen by the outside world. And I think we can all agree that right now maybe it's not. I've said before, and I'm a big believer, that the change for Steem will be when the content creators and the investors come together and make that change that is needed. I've seen it done already. I've already seen that happen on the platform. People coming together to use their vote, use their voice to make sure that our best foot is put forward. So I think that for me, this presentation, which will be exciting and absolutely terrifying all at the same time, that I'm doing with a couple fellow curators, will be interesting, to say the least. My goal is to open up a conversation, a discussion about curation, why it's broken, and what we can do to fix it. Talk about some of the tools that are needed that Curie has been working on his Steem Lookup, which is essentially a search engine for Steem, which is extremely needed. There's a lot of different tools that are coming out that will make curation easier, that will make it be something that individuals actually want to spend their time doing, because a lot of times right now we hear from large accounts that it's just not worth it to them. So how do we make it worth it to them? How do we make it important for them? Because it is. It's the backbone. Since the beginning, we've been told that your voice is worth something. In the white paper, rewarding exceptional content is part of Steem. And right now, I don't think we're doing our best job at that. So my goal is to open up that discussion, talk about how we can come together. I think Steem and Steemit is essentially an economic society, both of a monetary system and a community, which gets its value based on its content. So we need to show our best content to the world. We need our storefront to advertise our best goods. And I think how we do that is coming together. I think we all have a voice. I think we all already have the tools needed here on the platform to make those changes. We have curators who are passionate about making these things happen, whether it's Curie, OCD, C Squared, a ton of other ones. They're already spending their time finding this content. So if we can come together to support that content, essentially we could take back the trending page. So that's my goal at Steemfest. I have my own personal goals. I guess that's the biggest thing I'm going to be doing, is actually putting on a presentation. Yeah. So as far as what I bring to the table, that's it. I bring me. I'm real, I'm passionate, I'm determined, and I don't take no for an answer very easily on something I really believe in. So those are my goals for Steemfest. Besides the meeting people, besides the amazing opportunity that it's going to be, my goal is to really just start a discussion about something I'm really passionate about. Another thing is that I guess for the last, I've been on the platform about 8 months, I've really been behind the scenes and focusing on curating, focusing on those really great authors that deserve to be seen more. And for the first time, I'm sort of building my own blog. I'm sort of coming out of my shell. And Steemfest will be a really good opportunity to help me do that too. So there are some personal goals, there are some platform goals, and essentially I'm just excited for the whole experience. And I want to share that with you guys. So my goal is to share a ton, interviews, conversations, photos. I think essentially we are the spokespersons for Steemfest, and to share that experience with you guys is my goal as well, which I'm sure it's many people's goal. So yeah, that's me. That's my goal for Steemfest, and if you guys want to support me or any of the other amazing individuals going, please go to a Nomad Souls post, let your voice be heard. It's up to you guys now. So thanks so much for listening. Thanks for the support. You guys have been insane since I've started this journey. It's really touched my heart, the support I've gotten. So thank you. And yeah, have fun. Much love. Keep steaming.